Hey guys, and welcome back to the Movie-Club Emporium. We are continuing our months-long look at Neo-Noirs. A real Neo-Noir November, you might say. This week, though, we are talking about a film that most of you will only know from its remake by a little up-and-coming director who has his whole career ahead of him, bright future young man named Nolan. But we're talking about the original 1997 Insomnia, directed by, look, please forgive me, Erik Skjoldbjerg. It's starring Stellan Skarsgård, Papa Skarsgård, as he's known around here. And again, yeah, this is the original movie that 2002 Nolan film is based on. And it's about a cop who kind of has some skeletons in the closet. And this original one goes to Norway to hunt down a serial killer, only to accidentally kill his partner and try to cover that up, and while dealing with the effects of not being able to sleep because of the lack of darkness where they are in the winter of northern Norway. The remake, of course, takes place in Alaska, has Al Pacino, Robin Williams, and Hilary Swank in it. And I'll try not to compare and contrast too much, but it's definitely that's the one you're going to have seen. There are a lot of differences, mostly in the filmmaking and some of the characteristics. I will say about this original film, this is definitely kind of that vein of Northern European, Swedish cop thriller genre with things like the girl with the dragon tattoo series, both the books and the movies, also the Snowman, mostly the book because the movie is absolutely atrocious. But what really is, to me, what makes these movies so different from this and the Americanized version is all really comes down to our leads. So Stellan Skarsgård's our Haggard detective in this original movie. It's definitely, he plays it. He's a womanizer. He is a very brutal, a not good cop. And he, when he does kill his partner, it's a little more less open-ended about whether or not it was fully an accident. Whereas in the Nolan version, Pacino is playing cop with skeletons in the closet. We go into a little less of kind of his backstory. There is one scene in particular where in this movie Skarsgård totally takes advantage of a young woman, whereas in the same scene Pacino deflects her advances. So it really comes down to the two biggest deals are how more bleak this movie is, and I think it's because of the way it's shot. It's while the American one is very bright because there's no sunlight, or there's no nighttime. It's all sunlight all the time. This movie is very bleached out. It's a very mid-late 90s look to this movie. It's almost ugly to look at. What with the lighting and how sweaty we make Skarsgård in this movie, even though how cold it is. Also, this one is a far less satisfying of an ending than the remake. But I do enjoy this one. I think that in this case, I feel like after watching this one, this is my first time viewing this one. I do kind of enjoy the remake a little more, but this one definitely, while that remake kind of has a lot of problems that most Nolan movies have always had for me, this one you definitely feel like the late 90s ick, the film of the 90s. I don't mean like movie film, I mean like film. all over it, and it really is kind of fun seeing it. It's fun seeing Skarsgård, a younger Papa Skarsgård, playing just a total like d-bag. But you do lose out on an amazing, serious performance from Robin Williams. So I do recommend this film, although I would say more than likely you're going to want to check out that Nolan remake. However, if you are into kind of this, there was this huge genre of movement of films and books. Like I said, the girl with the dragon tattoo, that original was the Hornets trilogy. Especially those films, the ones with Noomi Rapace, are fantastic. Although I do really like the Fincher one, and I wish we'd gotten the 2 sequels. And then just kind of again seeing 2 movies. One is definitely, you can tell it's definitely very much Hollywood telling of this story. I'm not sure this is actually based on a book or not. I'm sorry about that. But I do recommend checking it out. I will tell you, just as a pure honest thing, this is our second year of doing Neo-Noir in November. So each year I always like to pick one foreign film to cover. Last year we did I Saw the Devil. This year we're doing Insomnia. What I did not plan on is all 4 of these movies that we're doing this month tie into another huge part of my life outside of these videos, and that's physical media. Because all 4 movies we're going to be talking about are in the Criterion Collection and are available on Criterion, Blu-ray, and DVD. So that's my little pitch for physical media. Even a bougie, a boutique label like the Criterion Collection. But check it out, because I really did enjoy this movie. It looks amazing. It definitely has that kind of nasty indie 90s feel to it. There's a really interesting kind of weathered cop story that definitely is in that vein of where the renegade cop, the loose cannon, we finally kind of took him out of the 80s, where he was always the hero, and kind of exposed him for kind of maybe not being quite the good guy, very much maybe almost less the anti-hero, and sometimes the flat out the villain. There are moments in this movie where Skarsgård, as our main character, is more villainous than the serial killer that he's chasing. So I highly recommend Insomnia. Both versions, check them out. And coming up at the end of this month, we're only a couple of weeks away, we're doing another live. Every month, Nick and I are live on Twitch. This month we are going live on Saturday the 25th. So after a few days of eating turkey and stuffing and shopping online, you're already going to be on the computer because you're on the Amazon wait queue. You're on the Walmart.com wait queue. Why not pop on over to Twitch? Nick and I are talking about Jeff Daniels movies. Not only that, we're talking about weird Jeff Daniels movies. November 25th at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, over on twitch.tv/the Movie-Club Emporium. Check that out. And as always, join us here each week at 4 p.m. on Sundays for our newest review. Next week, we are going to be talking about, honestly, a movie that I've been waiting to talk about for a while. And it's because it's my favorite directing duo's first film. We're talking about the Coen brothers' Blood Simple. So join us next week for that. And again, until I can come up with something that's an actual ending to these videos, we're just doing quotes from noir movies. And so, just remember, all these times will be lost like tears in rain. Bye.